Cascade Collective TV with
Hello.
a Lunar Tournament here at CloudCap Games in Portland, Oregon. What cycle? Upstock and the spaces we're between it are both legal for this. It was right before the third data pack came out. On the left, we have Evan running Near Earth Hub. What do you know? And John running Nasir.
That's me.
John
I'm commenting
Meindersee.
my own game.
That is you. It looks like Evan's already getting started. Just install sweeps. A new feature we added, the card graphics.
Just in case you don't know.
That's handy. So let me know what you think, how you guys like the placement, and all that other good stuff. But, so Nasir, how do you like Nasir, John?
Oh, it's a whole new game. I mean, it's you know, if you're kind of getting a little bored with Netrunner, feeling like it's the same thing over and over again, try Nasir. It's like a game within a game.
Oh, it got his workshop going. R&D interface on that. He's gonna run R&D. So Rez's Lotus Field.
That is one of my favorite Nasir openings, just because if they res R&D, then I usually get a free interface, and if they don't, then I can just dump the interface anyway and see 2 cards.
That's pretty handy. Nasir is always interesting to play because you have to think about it a whole lot differently, especially as Corp too. It's like, do I want to res this, give him money, or... But then it is always satisfying to res a pop-up window on him.
Oh, the dreaded pop-up window. No, but we have, you know, we're recording this after the 3rd data pack, so we have Order of Soul, which is, actually I haven't tried out yet, but it seems pretty cool to gain credits when you're at 0.
I see you're dieseling for click 1. Classic. So what are you thinking, Age? Just trying to build up and then get things on the workshop and run?
Yeah, I mean, you got to get things on the workshop. You know, I have 5 credits here I got from Lotus Field, but that Lotus Field it's a problem for anyone, really. You know, but it's especially Nasir, just because you have to have so many credits to break. It's usually going to take 3 or 4 credits to break.
Double workshop.
Oh yeah, going classy here.
So drops the Parasite.
Which will be
Data Sucker on the other
useless.
one.
So the Parasite will be useless, and the Data Sucker will be useless against Lotus Field. So clearly my focus here is going to be on HQ. I think that's what I'm trying to do, is get set up so I can start putting some pressure. If you can't pressure the Corp, you're just going to lose no matter what your ID is.
Especially Near Earth Hub, they're so hard to play against. Looks like he does have a Beal in hand and some other stuff. Oh, playing the fast track. Game on.
I remember he did this. He fast-tracked out at an Astro, and you know, gives me a chance to go find it. We'll see if I find it or not, but that's pretty ballsy, really, to show the Astro.
Especially 1 ice deep.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you got it locked down, sure, go for it, but we'll see what that ice is.
Oh, and then he installs into the server.
Shit, I don't remember if he installed the Astro or not. I guess we'll see.
So quality times for click 1. Game on.
I don't know. I don't remember what I had in my hand, but I know I was digging for something.
Data Sucker comes out. You should Parasite his Lotus Field just to spite him, just for the sheer comedy of it.
Oh man, I hope they come out with a card that, you know, prevents Lotus Field's ability somehow. I don't know. That card.
I can see that. Well, brings out another Data Sucker. He's running HQ for his last click.
I think I'm on my 3rd click here.
Oh, 3rd click.
Yeah, click 1 was quality time.
No res. Oh, you guys and your dice. Oh, it's an NPD, and he cannot take it. Most annoying agenda ever.
Yeah, it's not fun to see. So now it's, you got to think, okay, am I going to go after it in the remote or hit the hand again? I go to the remote.
Oh, it's a wraparound. Brings out Data Sucker with his credit before he bumps back up to 2. And for those who don't know the timing, you do have a brief window before you encounter the ice.
Yes.
So you can spend all those credits and then immediately get them back with whatever piece of ice that is.
Yeah, I mean, it's in that res window that Nasir lives. So.
Oh, he did stick the Astro down there. Ballsy move, Evan Woschnik.
Yeah, I mean,
Parasiting the wraparound. Gonna do it the hard way.
well, that's the hard thing is putting that parasite on there. You got to install it somewhere, right? So it's better on the wraparound than it is on Lotus Field, that's for sure.
Yeah, but it is good once you drop an NT up, it's immediately dead.
And I do not run NT in this deck. It is Corroder, so...
Ghost Runner, new stealth-based card. Gives you 3 credits to use during a run.
And that's going to hopefully help me steal that NAPD in there, right?
That would help you, yeah. So it checks out the hand for click 2. I'm assuming that's your upside down Nasir, it's click 2. You're spinning Nasir.
I'm spinning Nasir.
Oh look, it's NAPD again. Uses Ghost Runner, coming in handy.
Yeah, it's not the best way you want to use Ghost Runner. I mean, I had to spend a buck to install them, and basically it was a really... It operated like an infiltration for 2 credits, right? So it could be worse. I should probably have not stolen it, actually, now that I think about it, when I'm watching. Let him try to score that, right?
Yeah, NAPD is always, as a runner, half the time I don't even want to steal it. Hey, Jay, you know what works great at picking a card? For like a randomly picking a card?
Huh.
Just randomly picking a card. Oh, but the dice pays off this time. Steals a Beal. This game is turned around.
Yeah, that's nice.
But 1 Astro score that is pretty scary.
So he pulled the Astro out when he had 2 agendas in hand. I don't know, he could have top decked the Beal, I guess.
He had the Beal early.
Oh yeah, that's
he draws
right.
for click 1. Looks like he's got a handful of ice and maybe a San.
So I gotta be feeling fairly good. I mean, that wraparound's almost dead. If I can get some more sucker tokens.
Almost, as in 6 more turns, almost.
No. I got 4 data sucker tokens.
Oh, that's true. Actually, you'd kill it this round if you run archives.
Yeah, let's see what I do.
Oh,
Go into the hand.
See, fumble around those dice. If you had just regular credit counters, you'd be fine. Sees a hedge fund. So he probably doesn't want to res anything because he wants to get up in the hedge fund range.
Yeah, where is he at right now?
He's at 3 credits.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's got the...
Using his lovely Team Covenant tokens. Sees a toll booth.
Now this is an interesting choice here. Would you, with nothing in that server, would you go ahead and just kill wraparound for the hell of it, or do you kind of... I mean, you're kind of wasting a click just to kill wraparound.
I feel like dirty laundry or something in there. That'd be all that server would disappear.
Yep.
That's a good question. He drops a toolbox, and the corp takes 2 in hedge funds, so he's back in the money.
Yeah, obviously I decided to not kill the wraparound. We'll see what I do this time.
Checking out the hand for click 1. Will he res this time? Doesn't look like he has anything. Gives you 1 credit with a quandary.
Yeah, I was definitely hoping for something more, right? I mean, that's where Nasir, a big part of Nasir's economy is, so you're sitting at 0 credits, and they res even something with 3 or, an Enigma is great, because that's 3 credits.
Hey, diesels. So you've gotten all your diesels early.
Yep.
Digging.
I'm definitely looking for, self-modifying code, a program.
Dyson Memchip.
Now he's there to fight against traces, because Nasir is pretty vulnerable to traces, although, in this tournament it was pretty much all astrobiotics out of NBN, I believe.
That's how it's been for a while. A lot of Nearith Hub. So it looks like he has more ice. It looks like he does have an Astro in hand. And keeps the train going.
Yep, so he's stabilized now. It's 4-4. I'm still poor. That's just making me sad to watch this.
Oh, and he's got another Astro counter, so he's just going to keep chaining agendas.
Does he have another Astro on hand? Is that what you said?
He does not.
Oh, okay.
You definitely need to find a way to deal with Lotus Field.
I think that's what I'm realizing. I'm just clicking for credits now, and if you're clicking for credits, you're not going to win.
Clicking for credits like a chump, John.
Yep.
Installs what looks... whoa. Installs what looks like a Sansan and draws for his last click. Parasite, click ticking up.
It's going to die. So I need some breakers, right? A Kogurt breaker would be best.
Yeah, you got lots of money. Quality times again.
I'm still digging.
You've gotten like all your card draw early too.
Which, you know, it could be worse, but ultimately the card draw is not in your deck so you can draw lots of cards. It's to help you find the things you need, not just more card draw.
Parasite's Quandary. Did you pay for that?
I can't tell. You have your little graphic over my other die. I should have 7 credits at this point.
Oh, gotcha. Damn fancy graphics.
Yeah, your so either my... Okay. Another Quandary, is that what I saw?
That was an Enigma. So it discards Katie and another toolbox.
Yeah, I think in this game I just realized Katie's just not gonna...
Oh, Risen Melange. I'm gonna go mining.
What the heck is going on? Who are you?
It's interesting. It seems like that'll die pretty quick.
Yeah, one use out of it though.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Okay, so this guy comes out.
So out comes the mem chip.
It's at 4. He's at 6. It's almost dead. I almost
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed a glimpse of John's bandana he wears at tournaments.
I do. It's because it's intimidating.
It's become sort of a running joke around these parts. Oh, HQ interface on the pawn shop or workshop.
Yeah, the workshop. Well, both Joe and I are going to Worlds, and so I'm definitely going to be rocking the bandana at Worlds, so watch out.
I'm gonna pretend we don't know each other.
Exactly. Maybe we should get Cascade Collective bandanas.
Along with Cascade Collective fanny packs. And actually, we'll get matching velour Cascade Collective jumpsuits.
My God. You just took it to a whole new level. What am I doing?
Awesome.
I think I'm just annoyed because I'm losing.
You're just gaining money. Lotus Fields is keeping you out there too.
It is. I mean, I haven't... apparently I can't draw any breakers or any tutors, so it makes it tough.
So we're in an HQ for click 3, as determined by spinning Nasir.
It's the best. I mean, honestly,
Installs a guard.
that's a great card for Nasir to see. I mean, it's pretty easy to break. You get 4 credits back.
Out comes Toolbox.
It's going to stop me here, but...
Out comes HQ interface.
And then I will bounce. And then I will go.
now I should go kill that wraparound. Yep.
That's satisfying. I wanted to see it tick all the way down, though, to be honest.
Oh, well, he was definitely going to purge next turn, right? Although he could always fast advance out another Astro at this point.
Installs and takes his Neareth Hope card. Oh, sees the Jackson.
Well, that'll help him dig for another Astro, right?
Oh, he is absolutely wanting to dig right now.
And I still don't have a break, any icebreakers out, which it's going to be hard to win Netrunner if you don't play any icebreakers at some point.
So for those of you who haven't played against Near Earth Hub, which is maybe two of our 3 viewers, It's so hard because usually they're very remote heavy, so a lot of times they have asset remotes trickling in econ. So they have two choices: either try to put pressure, steal the agendas before you can get them, but then they're going to just ramp up all this money from their asset econ, or you can try to deal with their asset econ, but then they're just going to start scoring. So there's just so many threats, and it's so hard to deal with them.
Yeah, I mean, I think you really need Imp to take care of
Imp works wonders, and all your multi-access cards.
Yeah, I mean, you need multi-access to beat any corp, really.
So Near Earth Hub, definitely heavily prevalent in the meta right now.
Oh yeah, for good reason.
It's like, NBN's not good enough. Let's give him a good ability on a new ID and more influence. Why not? Thanks, Lucas and Damon. Thanks.
You know, it did open it up possibilities. I mean, because really the only options were,
Who's winning so far?
you know, making news if you wanted to have influence. So now there's two different IDs. You know, Near Earth Hub has 2 extra. Didn't need it, but it has it. So now it's really, you know, it's almost like you're playing the ID now. So I feel like making news now, you see it, you know you're going to see traces. Where before people played NBN making news but wouldn't have a trace in their deck.
So he installs for click 1. He's definitely, as Near Earth Hub wants to be digging. Oh, so he brings out Biotic. So this is he going to install, or is he going to advance, and then token?
Install advance counter.
Okay.
Like, wait, can I do this?
So he must have just top decked from his ID ability that Beal then.
Yeah, either the Beal or the Biotic.
Oh yeah, yeah, or the Biotic.
Now all he needs is just breaking news for the win.
3, 2, hold the time.
More card draw.
Nasir's excellent drawing cards.
I mean, I don't know what I have in my hand right now. You know, any breaker at this point would be great to see.
I think you've played all 3 diesels and all 3 quality times.
Yep.
Do you have SMCs in this deck?
Oh yeah, 3
Self-modifying
SMCs, 3 self-modifying codes, 3 clone chips. I finally got a clone chip out, but nothing to clone chip except the parasite, I guess,
Hand, so I'll spend 1.
which is what I'm doing.
I'll pop the clone
You're
chip.
gonna drop a parasite.
Spend 2.
Do you have enough data sucker counters to kill that?
Yeah, I have 9 or something. Oh, you're laughing. All right.
Spend 2.
Oh, here comes the double dice roll.
The double dice roll.
Just pick a card, John. Just pick a card. Oh, see, look at it. You can just pick the card. Right there.
You know what?
Scorch!
Which I do not care about anymore.
Do I want to kill that? No.
Yeah, I think I do not have Imp in this deck. Not that I would have been able to tutor for it apparently anyway, but Imp I think is pretty much necessary for Nasir. So what do you do, Joe? Do you check out that remote or do you just hit the hand again?
I'd hit the hand again.
Everything is a bad choice at this point.
And install daily casts.
Which probably was not the right choice.
Oh, he had it in hand.
What's in your hand?
Did he top deck that, or is that in
No,
his
he
hand?
had that. He had that in hand.
Yeah, I think I realized actually that I should have hit the hand again.
Please, I'll steal like again.
Alrighty, so Near the Hub showing why NBN's gonna NBN.
Yeah, Nasir was too early. I mean, Nasir still doesn't have all the cards he needs, but it's a fun deck to play.
And he's a little slow. And switching sides here, we have Evan on the left running Gabriel Santiago, and John running NBN Near Earth Hub. What do you know?
Now to give people a heads up, so I brought Near Earth Hub. I used to have an old The World Is Yours accelerated diagnostic combo deck that doesn't scorch you, but it tries to fast combo out the last 3 or 4 or 5 points through shenanigans. So I decided just to on a whim to bring that. Figured it was pretty good in The World Is Yours. It of course should be better in Near Earth Hub. Did not do well in the whole tournament, but this was definitely a close game. We'll see how it goes.
I'll run HP for a second.
So looks like he sweeps, installed. He ran R&D, saw, and interns, and runs an HQ, sees a quandary. So Gabe, you always want to keep the pressure on his Gabe. Gabe is, I think, is one of the better abilities designed to deal with Neareth Hub.
Well, yeah, if you want to win against Neareth Hub, you need to hit HQ anyway, so why not get 2 extra credits for it?
And installs Gordian Blade.
And he just did right there what I failed to do the entire game last game, which was install an icebreaker.
So sees HQ and sees a guard. And usually Gabe, they like to run Sneak Door Beta so they can get in through your archives, which Neareth Hub doesn't have a lot of ice typically, so they're not heavily icing everything.
Yeah, I mean, they really rely on multiple bits of, small binary ice, probably some rototurrets, some program destruction, but they just need enough time, 10, 11 turns at the most to win.
Installs her HQ. Smart move.
Yeah, again, he's going to hit HQ, so you need to protect it.
So when he is running R&D blind.
And I'm wishing that is a rototurret. I am running rototurret in this deck, so.
Gabe's and criminals are not known for their recursion. Checking HQ for click 2. Living dangerously here, Evan.
And it's just a guard.
So he's poking around. Probably just wanting to siphon you. He draws for click 3.
Well, that's the thing is you'd love to keep that unresed, but you gotta res it.
Breach. Central only breaker out of Honor and Profits. Not the most efficient, but it works.
Well, it's definitely more efficient against large barriers, but how often do you see large barriers?
So you are drawn over there.
I think I'm afraid of Sneak Door at this point. It's why I'm icing up archives. It's probably a smart idea.
Smart move. Against Gabe, you always expect Sneak Door, and Evan takes 3.
Well, I've stabilized over here, and let's see if I can take advantage of that. I mean, Gabe has, Evan, has barely any money, and not a lot going.
See, you did draw an Astro. And John takes 3. Exciting action here between Evan and John.
Draw for my first.
Evan draws for click 1.
Install for my second.
Installs, gets his Desperado out, which you're always very happy to see as criminal, or any runner for that matter.
Well, it's the best console, right?
It's absolutely my favorite console. Runs R&D for click 3. And brings in another guard. So running with no Sentry Breaker without any fear for Rototurret.
Well, he'd already hit that one. I mean, I might have put a rototurret there on archives, hoping he'd run into it. Yeah, if those guards were rototurrets, this would be a very different game at this point.
Moral of the story, everyone. Always be wary of program destruction.
Yes, even though Evan's not being punished for it, that's definitely a risky move. And if you're not playing against me and instead playing against really good Netrunner players, then you will, or if they just have the cards in hand, you will be punished.
This looks like you archived memories for your sweeps. So archived memories, not a typical Neareth Hub card. What are you running here, John?
Well, that's for the accelerated. So instead of, because if you draw 2 or 3 accelerated diagnostics, it's just dead draws. So instead, I have 1 accelerated diagnostic and 2 archived memories. So if I need to, I can always, after I power shut down my deck, I can just archive memories for the accelerated.
Ah, so you're running shutdowns in here too, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, power shutdowns, accelerated diagnostic,
Stalls Alias, so does have a Sentry Breaker now.
Archive Memories. I don't remember what else. Roto Turrets. Now, Alias is strength 1 or 2?
Strength 1.
Yeah, so it's fairly taxing.
2 credits to...
Yeah.
Yeah, it costs 2 credits to bump it to 3 strength.
Yeah, so that's 3 to get through guard, so that's fairly taxing against guard. Usually guard just gets eaten up by Mimic pretty easily, so not the most efficient breaker suite out there right now.
Oh, so you looks like you have an NAPD, a Beal, and an Astroscript in hand. Oh, and was that a priority wreck? Jesus, John, what are you getting there?
Yeah, I was definitely agenda flooded.
Plays a current targeted markering where you name a card, and if they play it, you get 10 credits for it.
I don't remember what I called.
I think you called Siphon.
I'm assuming I did. It seems like the best idea. I mean, because I'm at this point I'm wide open for a Siphon, so.
And Evan takes money.
Now I have too many cards in my hand, right?
You just drew. You do have a lot of agendas in hand, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely agenda flooded.
We got you 4 agendas, a Lotus Field, and an Archive Memories. It's not a good hand.
No, it's
For
not.
you viewers out there, that is definitely not a hand you'd like to see.
Yeah, I mean, and Lotus Field can usually keep a lot of runners out, but he's running Gordian, so he's just, you know, he's at this point his Breaker Suite is just countering my entire hand. There's nothing I can do to stop him to create a remote.
Oh, and he legs works.
And that's not what you want to see. Maybe I should have called legwork.
This is 3 cards. This is not going to be good. Oh, can't steal that. Oh, you got lucky there.
Oh man, I could have just lost right there, but instead.
4 agendas in hand, and he can only get 1.
Wow. Yeah, because I have an Astro and a Priority Wreck in there. So yeah, there was 7 points for the taking, but he could not take them.
Oh, and targeted marketing goes away.
So now I'm wide open to Siphon again.
So it's funny, currents, they didn't get a whole lot of love when they initially came out, but I see those a lot now.
Well,
and I like playing them.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that before we started recording. Yeah, they're really good. Enhanced Login Protocol on the Corp side. Manhunt can really do some damage to zero-link runners.
And a lot of people, you know, didn't think much of them, especially Enhanced Login. But that's probably one of the most annoying currents you'll run into.
It's brutal.
See Sandsat, and cannot do anything about it.
So at this point I can fast advance out that Astro, which would be great.
I'll run the Sand.
Oh, and he's wisely going to kill a Sandsat.
But never mind.
Dash is your plan.
Yeah, so I'm kind of dead in the water at this point. I mean, I gotta either fast advance something out. With this deck, if I can get to 4 points, with or without an Astro token, I can just combo for the win.
Stalls looks like an NAPD and draws a hedge fund. One of these days, we're gonna have the hand cams.
Yeah, we should.
I don't even know where I'd put that on the interface. So.
Yeah, well,
stick them up in the corner, top right corner.
Maybe this is shop talk, but you know, if we get the camera angle at the very top, right above, like the Magic TV.
Draws hedge fund. Well, you can do that.
Get an articulated arm out there. I don't know what I'm talking about. What am I doing?
You get 2 credits and then you advance your NAPD. Just taunting him.
Well, I'm agenda flood. Did I draw more agendas away? I'm just begging him to run it, I guess. He only has 1 credit, so you know, he could credit, steal it, I guess.
Good, but might put him behind a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking is, you know, he has a lot of things, but a lot of money is not one of them. So if I can just distract him, steal that NPD, I might be able to draw something good.
Checks out there, right?
I'm sorry.
And a lot of time, as a runner, if you see someone just blind advance a card, you're like, what the heck is that?
So that was 2.
Yeah, they'll usually check it, you know, unless it's Techie, obviously. I know it's not the best move in the world, but sometimes I like to do that with NAPD. It's just keep the runner a little distracted, spend a bunch of money for 2 points, and meanwhile I can score the agendas I actually want to score.
Yeah, if there's any agenda you want to run into steal, it is NAPD.
Yep.
Installs does not score the NAPD. I see you want him to take it.
Yeah, at that point I'm just begging him to take it. I'm really curious what's in my hand at this point.
Hand cams coming to a YouTube stream near you in the future.
Okay, so then
So it looks like he sweeps week, just making more money.
Which I don't need money at
takes
this
more
point,
money.
right? I mean, I have enough money. But I need to...
So there's that Astro poking out by your thumb.
I believe I have another agenda in hand, so I think I have the Astro and the Priority Rec. I believe I have one more as well.
And so was a Plascrete. That's funny. I can hear myself playing Star Realms in the background of this match.
And I'll take.
That's a fun game. But I remember you playing Star Realms right next to us as you're recording this game. Okay, so I should probably score the NAPD at this point. Because apparently he doesn't want to score it either.
Brings that Sand, and looks like you're going to score the Astro. Scores the Astro. It's not a bad idea. Score the Astro for the NAPD, make him broke again. Because if you can start chaining out stuff, but your HQ is really unprotected right now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it takes 4 to get in, he gets 2 back, so it's not really much of a tax. But he only has $4, so he can't run HQ, score the NAPD, and kill the Sansan at the same time. And I guess that's why Imp is so good against NBN in general, but especially NEH. Just I think because of that Sansan. I mean, you can just get rid of it for almost nothing.
Oh. So he's got same old thing and legwork. And you go make sure you have nothing in hand to score. Oh, yeah, and you still have that Priority Rec in hand too.
I do.
This could be ugly.
We'll see. I escaped the first time, but nope.
Priority Rec. Sees accelerated diagnostics and archived memories.
Yeah, I think I really did not want him, obviously, to get that Priority Rec because I just gotten a little leg up here with that that Astro.
So scores another Astro. NAPD is still on the table. Did you forget about that, John?
Yes, I definitely did. Because I was so happy that he didn't get the Astro, and then I was kind of gloating. I mean, at this point, I'm like, oh, I'm so glad. And he's like, I'll run your NAPD.
And that's Gabe.
Oh man, that's what you call going on tilt. Actually, I didn't want to kind of spill the beans, but I was not okay. I was pretty frustrated with my decks and my own play. So
I don't even know what to say at this fight. Oh, that was it. Evan wins both.
So maybe the thing is, if I might have had a chance, right? If I would have just scored the NAPD.
It's the bandana. It was the bandana. I'm telling you right now.
Actually, no. I swear to God, I took off a bandana at this point, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not playing with the bandana anymore."
All right. Well, thank you for checking this out. As always, definitely comment on this video.
I'm a really good Netrunner player. That was pretty awesome. That was pretty funny.